Liverpool won, Arsenal won, and you know what? I'm not even mad at this game. I don't even I don't have that sense of deflation that I felt last week. That sense of hopelessness that watching last week's game against United. This was a game between two top Premier League teams playing at it. And you know what? I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. 1-1 probably would have been where my head was at. In my heart, I was like, no, Liverpool's going to win 3-1. And yes, we had some chances. We had some chances to make it 3-1. But it was not to be. It was unfortunately not to be. And so Arsenal can obviously feel really good about themselves coming to Anfield and taking another draw. I think that's their second draw now. I think the one from last season, near the end of last season, was also a 2-2 draw. So there really wasn't much. There really wasn't much between the two teams if we look at things. And I think if you were a neutral, you absolutely saw two teams who were really at it. Really kind of like going at it. So I walk out here really feeling, okay, you know what? Where we are at this point in time, in second place, at Christmas, this is good. This is good. This means that we are on par, or really on course, to really be in contention for that Champions League spot. In terms of titles, it's way too early to talk about titles or anything like that. But certainly, where we are at Christmas, to be second, 1 point behind Arsenal, is amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and I can honestly, really, let's give them a fucking hand. I mean, this team have gone beyond all of my expectation. And look, I know last week I was going crazy. I know I always go mad and all that kind of shit. But when I've actually sat down and I've actually looked at things and actually put, thought things through a little bit more carefully, a little more considered, I am so happy where we are at the moment in time. Really ahead of schedule. Like, I know, like, nobody, I mean, apart from Liverpool fans, I don't think anybody really gave us a sniff in this title challenge. Even though it's still too early, but in terms of where we are, I think it went as well as could be expected. But that didn't mean to say that we didn't do Liverpool things. Liverpool being Liverpool things, and Liverpool doing Liverpool things is giving a fucking goal away in the first 5 minutes. I can't even tell you how many times that has happened this first half of the season, where we are charity FC. It's the season of giving. It's as if Liverpool doesn't believe in being selfish. We really want to share the wealth. Y'all need to stop that shit, man. I'm tired of us going behind, because this screamed for me a 1-0 victory for Liam, for Liverpool. When I look at things, if you look at all Arsenal's chances and the fact that they only scored in the first 5 minutes, and after that there was nothing, absolutely nothing for the Gunners, right? So why I think a 1-0 result is pretty much fair for the par for course is that Arsenal really outplayed us in that first half, and subsequently we outplayed them in the second half. Now, look, other people might have other opinions, but that's how I kind of like saw it. I saw in the first half, we were getting completely overrun in that midfield. Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard, Curtis Jones just couldn't cope, and Wataru Endo just really couldn't cope. And that's no fault for their own, because I knew that was going to be the case in terms of two teams who really have parity up front. It was going to be a midfield battle, and I'm so glad that we were able to really Klopp really rectify that in the second half, because the first half was fucking pants, man. Absolute fucking just eyes in the back of your skull kind of fucking cringe. That would happen. But in typical fashion this season, we came back. A fantastic goal by Salah. I missed it live, but I watched it again. Beautiful assist by Trent Alexander-Arnold. So Guys, there's a lot that's working with this team. There's a lot that we can be proud of the work that this team. And remember, this is a new team, right? More or less. Most of we've got a good spine, but we've got a new midfield, right? And and to me to see how we came back into the game, that really bode well for me, and that really made me feel like this team is going to be all right. Yes, it's not the finished article, not by any stretch of imagination. I don't think anybody can sit here and say that Liverpool are title challengers or anything like that. Far from it. I think there are still some wildly inconsistencies, and I think City would have looked at this result going like, a draw between the two of you. Say no more. You know how mad fucking Man City is. They'll just come and fucking put 15 games, a run of 15 games together, and before you know it, we're like, what? Where did this shit come from, right? So, look, I think both Liverpool and Arsenal would be happy with it, but I cannot sit here and not go, this was a good opportunity, right? For us to put some points between us and Man City, because you know how they are, you know. But be that as it may, you take what you can, and I think a 1-1 result probably was a fair result at the end of the day. Yeah, that Mo Salah goal was amazing. Fuck. Oh, and then let's talk about this fucking referee, man. I didn't talk about the fucking shit referee last week. Now I gotta talk about this referee. Like, I consider myself a humanist, right? But there was a point last week and this week where I fucking dreamt we had a fucking AI, a robot running on the machine. Like a little BB-8 from Star Wars, just like a little football with a little robot head and just fucking and fucking are making decisions, because these human beings, oh my God, shocking. That penalty shot on Odegaard's hand, it's like the reason they said it wasn't a penalty is because he was falling down. But did you see Martin Odegaard on the fucking floor? No. He put his hand down because that's what a fucking footballer will do when he wants to stop a ball from going past him. But no. Liverpool, we don't get anything. I've actually just fucking stopped hoping and praying and actually going out there with a sense of optimism with these referees. We're not gonna get fucking anything from these referees, fucking ever. So you know what? That's my end of my rant of the referees. Fucking shocking once again. But you know what? That's not new. They're gonna come out Harvard Web on fucking Tuesday or Monday, and they're going to put on their little shitty program and be like, well, you can see this is where it was a handball. He was going down and man, shut the fuck up, man. I ain't got fucking time to listen to your bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. We're all tired of your fucking shit. Anyways, but let me go into something a little bit more optimistic. And that was Joe Gomez. Can we just give a hand for him, please? If you're watching this, come on. This boy, oh my God! Like a few weeks ago, one person commented they wanted to know from me, what do I think about Joe Gomez as a left back? And my natural reaction was to be like, no, people need to play in the position where they have been brought up, which is their strength. And certainly, I know that there was kind of like rumblings in the crowd about Tsimikas and all that kind of shit, not performing. And like, I actually, from what I've seen from Joe Gomez today, like, he's a fucking much better left back than Tsimikas. I'm sorry, Kostas. I'm sorry, okay? I love you, bro. You're one of my players. But I gotta tell you, man, this Joe Gomez kid is making you look bad. You're looking bad, man. He's the one-on-ones that he had with Saka. What the fuck, Saka? Saka, get the fuck out of here, Saka. Saka could not do anything. Gomez had him in his pocket all day long. So you wanna come and tell me that Bukayo Saka is the next fucking Mo Salah? He's better than Mo Salah? please get the fuck out of here. He needs to smell Mo Salah's toes before he can even get into the fucking same conversation first, you know? Huh? So the Arsenal fans just need to fucking relax. Martinelli, relax. I know you guys, I know Arsenal, they fucking love to gas themselves up, you know? Whether it's like getting fourth place or making a second round qualification. Like, you know, Arsenal likes to do that shit. You know, they're wearing their invincibles and all that. I don't mind, you know, do you, right? But yeah, Arsenal fans need to fucking calm the fuck down. You're not as good as you think you are. Absolutely not as good as you think you are. That Joe Gomez had Saka in his pocket. So, all in all, I thought it was an unstoppable force versus an immovable object in both halves, both Liverpool and Arsenal. And you know, you can obviously talk about the tale of two halves and all that kind of stuff. But all in all, I absolutely feel super proud of the boys. It's been a fantastic half of the season. Look, we're not done yet. We've still got to play Vincent Kompany's team up next. And then after that, it's fucking Newcastle. But, you know, Newcastle is going through a bit of a fucking meltdown. So it's the right time to play them. But all in all, 5 points out of 9. It's not great over these last 3 games. It's not great, but it's okay. It could have been worse, right? So, yeah, really, really chuffed that we're going in 1 point behind at the leaders on Christmas. And yeah, that feels great. Anyways, let me not waffle on too much and too long about this. Reds, for those of you watching, please do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe. And for the 160, 70 odd people over here, you guys are the fucking MVPs to me. I love you all. Hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas. And, you know, have a fabulous new year. I will see you at the next game. That's Liverpool versus Burnley. That's an away game. So we'll check you guys there. Anyway, till then, take care, Reds. And we go again. Boom.